Hello scholars, welcome to our math lesson. Today we'll complete lesson 10 of your grade 2 module 8 workbook. We will review how to partition circles and rectangles into equal parts and describe those parts as halves, thirds, or fourths. First, let us play a game. This warm-up game, I'm going to give you a number. I want you to bundle and rename the units, like in your place value. Are you ready? 13 tens equals what? 13 tens equals 100. 3 tens. In standard form, that is 130. Now, the ones I will show you next, just say the answer. 200s, 7 tens. You know why it is 7 tens, don't you? I already have 26 tens plus 10 ones. 10 ones is the same as 110. So I have 27 tens, which is the same as 207 tens. 300s, 5 tens. 500s, 7 tens. 800s, 10 ones. 900s, 135 tens is 400s, 5 tens. 300s, 44 tens is 700s, 4 tens. What is 740? 700s, 28 tens, 10 ones equals 900s, 9 tens. 990. 500s, 34 tens, 13 ones. It's the same as 800s, 5 tens, 3 ones, which is 853. 300s, 44 tens, 24 ones equals 700s, 6 tens, 4 ones, 764. All right, your addition pattern sprint, you complete that. You see questions like 8 plus 2, 18 plus 2, 18 plus 7. Please see how many you get correct within 2 minutes. Here's an application problem. Felix is passing out raffle tickets. He passes out 98 tickets and has 57 left. How many raffle tickets did he have to start? Now, Felix had given out 98 tickets. If you see my tape diagram, 98 tickets given out, raffle tickets, 57 left. If you want to know the total number of tickets he had to start, you add the two together. The whole length of the tape diagram. 98 plus 57 is 155. So he had 155 tickets to start with. Now, yesterday we worked with halves. Today, let's look at thirds. When something is divided into thirds, how many equal shares does it have? 3, you're correct. Now, draw 2 lines in the top 2 rectangles to show 2 different ways to partition them into thirds. Shading 1/3 of each rectangle. What would you notice? Now practice partitioning the rest of the rectangles into thirds. This is what you have. This is 1/3. The parts are colored yellow. Now, let's color each third and count as we go. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. 1/3 is 1/3. 2/3 is 2/3. And 3/3 is 3/3, which is a whole. You see now the whole rectangle is covered when we got 3/3. Now erase your birds. Now use 2 vertical lines to partition the top rectangle into thirds. Then draw 1 vertical line to cut the rectangle underneath it into halves, just as I've done on my own. Color 1/3 of the top rectangle and 1/2 of the bottom rectangle. Look at each hole. Which one has more parts? The first one, isn't it? So thirds have more parts, but the parts are smaller. Don't you agree? It's true. Let's try circles. Partition the circles on your template so they look like mine. I've shared the first one into 2 equal halves and the other one 3 equal parts, thirds. Erase your bird and practice drawing thirds in the circles. I've colored 1 part, 1/3 of the circle. Now choose your circle that shows thirds the burst. Let's color each third and count as we go. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. I told you before, 1/3 is 1/3, 2/3, 2/3, 3/3, 3/3, which is the whole. Now, take out the circle we made in our last lesson. We already folded, colored, and labeled 1/2. Let's turn the circle over and make fourths or quarters on the other side. Yeah, fourths. Another name for fourth is quarter. When something is divided into fourths, how many equal shares does it have? 4 parts. Look at it. Now fold your circle to partition it into 4 equal parts. Make sure each part is equal in size, as I've done mine. Let's color and label 1/4 of your circle. Look at mine, 1/4. Let's count the fourths. 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. 1/4 is 1/4, that's a quarter. 2/4 is 2/4. And if you look at that line, when you have 2/4, it's the same as 1/2. Like you share the whole circle into 2 equal parts. I hope you noticed that. Now, 3/4 is 3/4. And 4/4 is the whole circle. 4/4 is the whole. Now use your whiteboards to partition the circles on your template into fourths. Choose a circle that shows the best fourths and shade in 1/4. Now shade in 2/4, shade in 3/4, and shade in 4/4. Let's do the same thing with the rectangle. Practice partitioning the other rectangles into fourths. Shade 3/4, 4/4, 1/4, 2/4. Let us pretend that the rectangles on our template are sheet cakes and the circles are pizzas. So we have cakes and pizzas. Will you draw lines on the rectangles and circles to show how to slice the cakes and pizzas? Please do it. Then you will color your share. Show 2 different ways when you slice your cakes. When you do that, you get 3/4 of the cake. And you get 1/4 of the pizza. Show me if your share is 2/4 of the pizza. Right? So you're going to show me how you did this once in class. It's fun working on these shapes. Listen to my story and show me how each shape should be divided. Mary, Colin, and Saffron share a pizza equally. Show how to slice the pizza and label each share with their name. A pizza, one pizza. That's my pizza. I drew how to share it because they are Mary, Colin, and Saffron. 3. That means we need to share it thirds so that they will have equal shares. The fraction of pizza that the guests share in all will be 1/3 for each one. Thirds. What if Mary also eats Colin's share of the pizza? How much has she eaten? That would be 2/3 of the pizza. Alright, complete your lesson 10 problem set and bring your work to class for marking. See you in our next lesson. Bye.